Hi Pisces, and welcome to your love, relationship, romance reading for the first half of November. I am Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot. I would like to thank you for joining me today and all of the positive energy and support that I've received from many of you. This is a general reading, so please also check out your readings for your moon, rising, and Venus signs. Now let's get started, Pisces. I'm using the Waite Tarot deck, and for the first week of November we have the Eight of Swords, and it is followed by the King of Pentacles, and that is followed by the Seven of Cups in the second week, and then we have it being clarified by the Death card. So give me one moment, Pisces. I'm just going to look at all the cards together here. Okay, so Pisces, we start out the month of November with the Eight of Swords energy around you. Now, Swords energy is air energy, so that could represent a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or it could also be someone with a lot of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini in their chart. Now, Swords is its mental energy, its intellect, and it's your words. So the swords are your words, and your words create your thoughts and your reality, or your words are your thoughts and your reality. And it also indicates that one of the biggest things in a relationship for you, or the person that you're in a relationship with, are about being understood. And that when someone knows how to communicate with you, you form an instant connection with that person. Now, with the Eight of Swords here, you see this woman here. She's surrounded by these swords. She's blindfolded. She's bound. But if you look closely at the situation, the swords aren't enveloping her. She can walk away and out of this at any point in time. Also, these ropes that are tying her up, they're loose. She could wiggle out of them at any point in time. And this blindfold isn't very tight around her head. And once she wiggles out of this, she could easily take that blindfold off. So the Eight of Swords is really about, it's about restrictions and feeling restricted in your relationships or feeling isolated. And so if you're single right now, you could be feeling isolated. If you've haven't had much luck finding that special someone, or you've been on the dating scene and it just doesn't seem to be working out for you, you could be feeling isolated or stuck. If you're in a relationship and it's been long-term, or it's a more established type of relationship, you could be feeling restricted or even a sense of imprisonment. So it's not so much trapped that you want to get out of a relationship, as there could be an element within the relationship. Like perhaps you feel like there could even be something on your mind that you want to say, but you feel like you shouldn't say it, or you're kind of afraid to say it. And so it could even be some kind of restriction or a sense of imprisonment that way. Now, the thing to keep in mind with the Eight of Swords is to know that this is self-imposed restrictions, being Swords energy, and it's all about mental energy. It's these restrictions, these self-imposed restrictions, that feeling of isolation, if you're feeling like you just can't connect with anyone, find anyone for you, you're making it to be more than what it actually is. And being that mental energy, you're dwelling on it so much, you're thinking about it so much, you're overthinking about it so much that you've turned something that's just a little problem into something that's much bigger. And so be mindful of this and start looking at your situation, whatever you have going on in your life right now with regards to love, romance, and relationships. Think about it, like really and truly think about it, and think about, are you blowing it out of proportion? Are you making it to be something bigger than it is? And you know, because you're obsessing over it, or you're over analyzing it and you're analyzing it to death. are you making the situation more than what it is? And because then you also have it clarified here by the King of Pentacles. So if you have been single and you've been feeling like you're isolated, you can have the King of Pentacles energy coming towards you, and perhaps you're just not seeing it because of this, because you're feeling imprisoned and you're feeling trapped and you feel like you can't go anywhere or do anything. And you know, if you don't remove that blindfold, you could be missing this potential. So I'm really feeling like this is not so much your energy, or this is an energy coming towards you. Now the Pentacles for me, the King of Pentacles does represent Capricorn to me. Pentacles are earth energy, so that could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone with a lot of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in their chart. But the King of Pentacles is a master of the suit of Pentacles and is a master of that energy. So it doesn't matter that it's the king. It can be male or female. That doesn't really matter. The gender doesn't matter. But the King of Pentacles is someone who is solid and practical. It's a leader type of energy, a wise person, someone who is stable, nurturing and stable, stable energy. They're in it for the commitment. They're in it for the long term, the long haul. So this is the type of energy that's coming towards you right now, Pisces. And so if you are stuck in your head and you are feeling isolated and you're kind of feeling like, you know, if you're single, that love is never going to come your way, take off that blindfold so you don't miss this person, you don't miss this opportunity that's coming in. Now, if you are in a relationship and you're feeling like you're feeling that restriction or imprisonment, if there is stuff like you're feeling like you can't communicate thoroughly, or you're afraid to communicate, maybe you're unsure how the person's going to react, do know that with it being clarified by the King of Pentacles, by opening up, by communicating and communicating well, like that's the foundation of a relationship, and that will really help you to build that stable relationship, that long-term type of relationship that you want if you are in a relationship with someone. So don't be afraid to take off that blindfold. And then Pisces, for the second week of November, we move into the Seven of Cups. Now, Cups energy is about emotions. It's your emotions. It's water energy. So Pisces, this actually, it's your energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio are all the water signs. So this could very much be you. And this could be indicating the Seven of Cups is all about choice. So you see all these cups here are on this cloud from the gods, from the universe. And they're all full of different things because they all represent different choices, different opportunities for emotional fulfillment. Again, that's part of the Cups sign. And the Cups is you know, it's creativity, and creativity making your heart overflow. So when someone comes into your life that can inspire you, they become your muse, they become your most beloved person, and you connect on such a deep level with that person. So these can represent, if you're single, this can represent that, and you've been going through a bit of a dry spell or not able to find that person. Suddenly you could be finding around the middle of the month that suddenly you have all these opportunities before you, and then you have to make a choice and choose. So if you are in a relationship already, this could also indicate indecision and fear of commitment. So if you've been in a relationship for a while, and this could also be where this is coming from as well, that you've been overthinking, and this could be why you feel that sense of imprisonment, that you're just afraid, you're afraid of that commitment. And with it being clarified by the King of Pentacles, it's kind of telling you that don't be afraid of that this is an opportunity for you for stability and that long-term relationship, if that's something that you've been wanting and desiring. You just have to open up and communicate and not be afraid of that commitment, because you have that potential coming in. And So yeah, the Seven of Cups, if you're in a relationship, can be indicating that you have a fear of commitment or commitment issues. Now, if you are in a relationship where you're married, it could be where you're on the fence and afraid to commit to, are we going to start a family now? Are we going to wait a little bit longer? Maybe we need to be in a more stable financial situation before we decide to have children. So it could be all those things going through your mind that's creating this sense of imprisonment for you. Now this is clarified by the Death card. And I'm really happy to see this here and in this position, because the Death card is all about, it's an energy of endings and time to move on. It's rebirth, it's transformation. So if you're unsure and you're having commitment issues with respect to taking a relationship to the next level, whatever that may be, proposal, marriage, having children, this is saying that those commitment issues, it's coming to an end. You're going to be reborn in a different way, and you're going to have that drive to move forward, and that's going to end. And this feeling of indecisiveness or this feeling of imprisonment is going to end, and you'll be able to move on in that relationship. Now, if you're single and you're looking for someone, well, the Death card is a good indicator that stage of your life is ending. And again, a great card to have as a clarifier to one with all these opportunities that are coming in for you, which are, it's potential people to start dating and seeing and getting to know, and your social circles opening up to new opportunities, so that feeling of isolation and being single is ending. You have a death coming to that. So it's really positive, Pisces. It's a really positive sign to see. So Pisces, this concludes your reading. Have a fabulous November and take care.